Hello everybody, I'm Justin Taylor. Welcome to this round of 16 matchup between Philippines and United States. United States earning the #1 spot in Group B. Philippines ending up in last place in Group A. That is how we got to where we are now with the short version. The longer version, United States dominating in their group. In Group B, faced off against France early on to start off the series, #1 versus #2. And the final score for that matchup, 104-81 United States. United States also followed up with a huge victory over Guinea, 124-49. And then United States faced off against China, 146-62. Over on Group A, Philippines had their struggles. Their first game was against Lithuania, 107-48 loss for them. Then they followed up facing off against Spain, 96-34. And it did not Out on the floor, Philippines, they are shaking hands with the officials, your officials for this game. Viola Georgi from Norway, Mehmet Karabiljan from Turkey, and Sarah Elshanorbi. That is the officiating staff for this matchup. We are ready for tip-off, and here we go. Boozer in the middle, and they will call a violation on the tip-off. It'll be Philippines ball. Your starters for this matchup, starting with the visiting United States. Number 4, Koa Pete. Number 7, AJ DeBansa. Number 8, JJ Mandaquit. Number 12, Cameron Boozer. And number 13, Brandon McCoy. For Philippines, number 1, Joaquin Ludovice. Number 5, Paul Giao. Number 8, Bon Daja. Number 13, Samuel Alegre. And number 25, Klitz Amos. United States with their full first possession of the game. Boozer on the inside, drives, layup, and good. First bucket for the United States is about 30 seconds into the game. Cameron Boozer's father is in attendance there at the game. If you had an eagle eye, you would have noticed him during national anthems in the bottom left corner of the screen on the wide shot. They're in attendance. Pass underneath, slammed away by Koa Pete. Drive, tried to lay up and going to be fouled by number 12. Cameron Boozer. Almost called him by his dad's name. Can only imagine Carlos Boozer and how he would play at this age. First free throw up and good for number 1, Joaquin Ludovice. And 2 for 2 at the line. Are the brothers twins? I know they are brothers. Are they twins? I'm not 100% sure, but they are definitely close in age. And yes, they are twins, both born July 17th of 2007.
And scores behind the back to Rojas. Lucas, long way out, go! Can you believe it?
For the spotlight. Yeah, that's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Are you kidding me?
Chasing him down and he blocks him. Oh, crosses him. When you can fly, just fly.
How about that shot?
Ramos, he makes this big shot. Oh, baby! Oh, my goodness gracious.
spotlight.
Bonsa with the ball. He'll be fouled over in the left corner. Samuel Legre called for the foul. Up top to the inside. Boozer goes for the layup, and it is no match for him. Able to go up easily with the assistance of his height. Out of bounds, going to go the other way, and that is thanks to the trap defense that USA is running. Devonsa, Boozer, man to quit. And an interesting situation there that McCoy just kind of snatched the ball out of the air, taking it away from his teammate. But Amos was called for the personal foul. Full court pressure defense. Now Boozer against three Philippines players. Try to get it tipped in. Rebound is going to be by Koa Pete. (10-2) start to this game. When taking a look at the power rankings, United States is listed as number 1, and they have shown why they are number 1 with their repeated success so far in this U17 World Cup. As for Philippines, they are at the very opposite of this power rankings, but I fully expect a huge fluctuation in these power rankings. They have definitely not been true to how things have turned out. For instance, France at number 2, they will definitely drop in volume 2. Italy will drop as well, I believe. The team that I expect to rise up well, New Zealand and Puerto Rico, they both have played well thus far. Puerto Rico won't rise as high. New Zealand will. They have 2 wins. But they had a surprise loss against Italy. But if you were to look at the power rankings, you would expect it. What you would not expect is, whoa, that play right there. Cameron Boozer was interrupted by a beautiful putback play by Cameron Boozer. A quick bucket by Koa Pete. Just like that. But what you wouldn't expect is Italy to only have 1 win, and that 1 win going against New Zealand. Philippines has their work cut out for them in this game. 3 attempt from the corner, just short, rebounded by McCoy. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like. We are looking to get at least 500 likes for this broadcast. Your support is welcome. Make sure that it is a thumbs up and not just leaving a heart in the chat. We are looking for those thumbs up likes. You can also subscribe. Click the bell to be notified anytime FIBA goes live with any of its thousands of broadcasts. And a big block there. Devonsa Euro step, goes to the rim, layup, good. And just like that, United States up 20-5, 4 minutes in. So a timeout on the floor, 22-5. We'll be right back with more FIBA basketball.
That's me in the spotlight.
Pushing it quickly, and now there is a good slam.
Oh my word! Pirouette into the paint, putting the defense in the spin cycle.
Oh!
For the spotlight.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it is a strong start for the United States, which is expected as the #1 power ranked team in this World Cup. Strong defensive presence all around from the United States, and there is a turnover steal. Pass to the block, goes up for two, no good. Second chance, no good. Third chance is in. Number 5, Caden Boozer. Fast and furious did not work for Philippines right there on that play. Turnover. A missed shot by Jalen Harrelson. Gives Philippines another chance with the ball. Trying to get across the line before the 8-second violation. They were able to. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Williams. Between the legs, spins, tries to find a teammate before the shot clock, but will not do. Shot clock violation. And we've had a large surge in the number of people that have joined us for this broadcast. Over 17,000 viewers. Also, we appreciate the 800 likes. What a huge start for this broadcast. Would appreciate any more support that people can supply. You know what? With 800 likes, I think we can reach 3,000 likes at least for this broadcast. Let's go ahead and make that happen. Fast break opportunity. Hesitation, looking around. Buvise drives, looking for an opening. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 3 ball attempted, drops in. Number 26, Edrin Morales. Ball's going to be swatted away by Morales. Apologies, Morales. Pass on the inside, up for two. No good shot by Stokes. Stokes still has it there. Tried to go for a slam, tipped away. And they will have a quick discussion to determine possession. And it'll be United States ball. Harrelson will inbound. Cutting through a screen to get open. Number 6 goes for the layup. No good. Put back dunk. Tyron Stokes. Up high, down hard. What a play. Pass down the baseline, driving to the rim, kick underneath, a layup attempt by Diao goes in for 2. Baseline, out to the corner, 3. Caleb Holt for 3. Off-balance layup is going to go all the way the other way. Touchdown pass will be intercepted. Foul will be called against Jordan Smith Jr. Good job by Joaquin Ludovice to get the interception. $19-point lead early in this first quarter. Pass down the court. 3 attempt off the mark for Paul Diao. Pass to the inside. Chris passing by United States. Caden Boozer for 2. Pass to the middle of the floor. Moving the ball around. Morales. Be out of bounds. Tyron Stokes celebrating a little bit on the turnover. I will say, with how fast-paced the United States plays, the statisticians there at the game have their work cut out for them as well. Diagonal pass, now over to the corner. 3 attempt, drops in. Jalen Harrelson for 3, his first bucket of the game. Right now, 2 standout players for United States on the box score with 10 points. Number 12, Cameron Boozer, 8 points for number 4, Koa Pete. Pete currently sitting on the bench along with Cameron Boozer. 3 attempt, drops in. Joaquin Ludovice for 3. A quick answer from the United States. Caleb Holt dropping a 3. Backcourt violation is the call. We will have a timeout on the floor. Stick around, we'll have more FIBA basketball upcoming. So actually not a timeout called. It just kind of seemed like it as they all gathered towards the benches. Traveling is the call. It'll be a turnover, Philippines ball. It was a full-on substitution of players. A brand new 5 in for the United States. Jaden Toombs, Brandon McCoy, Chris Sinek, AJ Devanza, and Koa Pete in the game. Corner 3 attempted for Philippines. No good. Rebounded by Chris Sinek. Toombs with it. Pass down the middle of the paint. Up and in on the layup. At full court pressure in full effect for United States. Alegre passes over to Ludovice. Going to be intercepted, stolen, breakaway, slam. Brandon McCoy. This ball picked up, a three just launched. Koa Pete will get the easy rebound. 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter as Pete slams it away down the middle of the paint. Shot clock is dead. As the clock was still rolling, 15 seconds. Philippines working their way through the blue jerseys. Three attempted. And a hand up by McCoy forces a miss. The launched shot is no good. A dominating start, and this is the end of the first quarter. 43-13. We'll be back with more FIBA basketball. Stick around.
Another skill. Kobe 48 with the jab. Long range shot. Good off the blast. And the layup is good. Great pass, great play. Green left, go right. The three block. Belgium has it.
Finding it after a while, comes in Indiana for the three. And it's good!
Yeah, that's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Delgado!
Exactly what you need. Incredible.
Finally! And now Jay Illy goes up and scores behind the back to Rojas. Lucas, long way out, go! Can you believe it?
For the spotlight.
With the second quarter, Philippines will start with the ball. 43-13. In the broadcast, more 60,000 will be watching. 1.2 likes. We appreciate it. Looking to get over 3,000 likes. Ball's going to be tipped away, goes up, and alley-oop off the glass! Devonsa to Brandon McCoy. What a play. Devonsa to Brandon McCoy on the alley-oop. We have a player on the floor, possible injury. Drive to the inside, layup just over the extended hand of Brandon McCoy. Doesn't matter, it's off the mark. Senex Jr. looks to the inside. Toombs, pass inside, up and just over the front of the rim for two. That'll be number 4, Co-op Pete. Good patience, not forcing that one to go up too quick. Bon Daja for two. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like. Also subscribe. Click the bell to be notified anytime FIBA goes live with any of its thousands of broadcasts that they have each year. Also, take the time to check out the new premium YouTube membership that FIBA has just launched. Features custom badges, avatars, early access to premium video content, members-only posts and polls, as well as exclusive Q&As with FIBA experts, custom wallpapers, member-only Discord channel, with more to come. It's only 99 cents. All you got to do is go to the FIBA homepage and click Join. It's also available right there next to the subscribe button. Thought about shooting it, but shot clock violation is the call. And will bring the ball up the court. Savansa. Mandaquit. Pete. Back to the corner. Floats to the inside. Alley-oop layup for Cameron Boozer, courtesy of J.J. Mandaquit. Philippines and USA have met once so far in the FIBA U17 World Cup, and Americans have won by triple-digit score in the past. So that is an interesting fact that has been supplied to us by FIBA. Big block by Koa Pete. So far, 7 steals, 5 blocks for the United States. Yao. Surrounded by Cameron Boozer. Pass to the corner. Boozer defending. Pete with the rebound. Mandaquit layup and good. Four blue jerseys in the front court defending on these inbounds. They are being merciless on defense. Mid-range shot is going to be no good. Mandaquit to the inside to Pete. Back to Mandaquit for 3. Just a little bit too far off the mark. Foul will be called against Philippines. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like. Also in the chat, you can ask me questions. My name is Justin Taylor. Feel free to ask me anything, including about the game, about the World Cup, about myself. And if you'd like to find some information yourself instead of asking me, there is information available about the World Cup and this game at u17worldcup.basketball. Make sure and check it out. Update provided by FIBA. Spain and Guinea tipping off right now. You can check that out here on YouTube as well. Somebody asked me, who do I think is winning this World Cup? Well, you know, United States is a very strong contender for it. Spain is another strong contender for it. Right now, I think the United States has a really good chance, but there's no telling because I've been wrong before, especially with various events that do happen. Some of the best talent do come here to these World Cups. What is my prediction for this game? Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a lot to a little. It's just a very strong United States team. Justin Taylor, the Syracuse guard. No. I've not played collegiate basketball except for intramural. I am from the state of Oklahoma. Do I think USA knows the word mercy? I think they do, but they also understand that this is a competition. So for the first 3 days of this World Cup, it was group stages, and there was more beyond just the wins and losses that counted. Now, I do think that they went with that first quarter, and they have been going all out for it. They're going to make sure everybody gets an equal rotation of play, because the biggest thing that I see about this World Cup is that it is truly a competition of the best players to showcase their talents and also represent their countries as best as they can. United States players see this as an opportunity to advance themselves. This is opportunities for college recruitment for these players to stand out against the best in the world. So, I think they know the term mercy. Are they going to apply mercy? A little bit. He said, yeah, let's go Thunder. I am a Thunder fan. Also, I'm a Mavs fan as well. So, first and foremost, I am a Thunder fan. I was a little disappointed that they did lose to the Mavs. What a shot there. Off balance at the buzzer. Drops it in for three. You know what? I will say I think Philippines, they can get it together. They can score at least 50. Floats a shot in for two by number 2, Elijah Williams. Boozer, layup off the glass, good. What university did I go to? Well, I went to Oklahoma State University, and I will be honest, I had a little bit too much fun and didn't focus on academics when I first went. But that was about 12 years ago. Now I'm a current student at a bit of a specialty school, I guess you call it. It's not really a your typical university. I go to Full Sail University with a sportscasting major. Close to shot, no good. Alley-oop toss, and it'll be 2 points for Caden Boozer, courtesy of Caleb Holt. How did I apply for being a FIBA commentator? Well, I got my opportunity as an esports commentator. back in 2020, 2021, FIBA was exploring the FIBA Esports Open. They were looking at opportunities, in my understanding, of just opportunities to continue having sports even during the pandemic. And so the game was NBA 2K. I was an NBA 2K commentator at the time, reached out to them. They gave me an opportunity, and then they got me connected with U17 and U19 World Cup basketball. Right now we do have a timeout, so I can return to that story later. But we're going to take a short break. 2:48 left, 69-20.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Here he goes. Look out. And he pounds it home. And the handoff to Big JB. Beautiful. And Nicola Mele is taking off. Can you believe it? Oh, baby. He's hot as a firecracker. And an Italian one is that.
Spotlight.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Pushing it quickly, and now they're able to good slam. Oh my word! Pirouette into the paint, putting the defense in the spin cycle. Oh!
For the spotlight.
Really develop my skills as a commentator, just like these players have their opportunity to develop their skills at the highest level for this opportunity at U17. This is my fourth summer with FIBA. Had opportunities to do U17 and U19 World Cups, as well as last year's FIBA World Cup for men's, not as a commentator, but as a host for one of their watch parties, which was a lot of fun to be able to interact with people. Now, somebody had asked the question, does Lithuania have a chance to win this World Cup? Yes, they absolutely do, but they'll have to come back after a loss to Spain, a comeback loss to Spain. Lithuania was leading that game versus Spain by over 25 minutes of the gameplay, of the 40 minutes total. And Spain was able to come back. They led by as many as 12. They have to be able to maintain that lead and keep it. So they do have the ability, they have the skills, they just have to finish. Fast break opportunity. Sinek Jr. layup is good. Correction, not Sinek Jr., Smith Jr. That's going to be his first bucket of the game. Plumtree from New Zealand. Well, I would love to be able to form an opinion. I have not had the opportunity to call a game for New Zealand quite yet. But what I've seen, it's been he is putting up numbers. So we'll have to see whenever I get a chance to watch them play. (75-23). Ball almost stolen. Foul's going to be called. And it'll be against Smith Jr. Thoughts on Caruso-Giddey trade? I'm kind of interested in how that's going to work out. There's been a lot of both ways with that trade information. I've seen mostly that it's a positive trade-off because I do think that Caruso would be a good fit for the Thunder, and Giddey, I feel like he'll fit in with that team as he heads off there. But I think of Team China, it's interesting because they got an impressive victory over France. 73-70 was that final score on day 2 of the World Cup. So I think they've got a decent team there. Is it going to be a championship team for this World Cup? I do not think so, because they have to go against the likes of a team like this, the United States, as well as other teams. China is scheduled. China has already played, I should say. They were defeated by Lithuania. It was a close game, and that's what I like, that China has been playing very decently, just not enough to continue in the bracket stages, but they lost to Lithuania 76-70. They're waiting the winner of New Zealand versus Egypt. Fast break for Philippines. Joaquin Ludovice defended, goes right, hesitates, gets double teamed. They move the ball around well, and that's exactly how you're supposed to beat those trap defenses. Just get the ball moving quickly to the open person. But that's going to do it for this first half. 80-23, and the United States might be on par to go ahead and beat the points total record that they set previously during this World Cup. Stick around, we'll have more up there.
Another skill. ODE 48 with the jab. Long range shot. Good off the blast.
And the layup is good. Great pass, great play. Green left, goes right. Hit the green block. Belgium has it.
Finding it out the lock, something in the other for the free. And it's on!
Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Delgado!
Exactly what you need. Incredible.
Oh, finally! And now Jay Illy goes up and scores behind the back to Rojas. Lucas, long way out, good! Can you believe it?
For the spotlight. Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the
Are
spotlight.
you kidding me? Chasing him down and he blocks him. Oh, crushes
When
him.
you can fly, just fly.
Wow, how about that shot?
Ramos, he makes this big shot. Oh, baby! Oh, my goodness gracious.
For the spotlight. Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Shot. Here he goes. Look out! And he pounds it home. And the handoff to Big JB. Beautiful. And Nicola Mele is taking off. Can you believe it? Oh, baby! He's hot as a firecracker. And an Italian one
For
is
the
that.
spotlight. Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Puts it up and in.
defense in the spin cycle.
For the spotlight.
And we return to gameplay. 80-23. 53-point lead. Alley-oop to Debansa makes it a 59-point lead. I think I misspoke and said 53. It's 57, now 59. We are back at it. Plenty of viewers here. Over 8,000. We have 1.8 thousand likes. Three-pointer by Mandaquit is off the mark. Big slam by Cameron Boozer. Has 18 points thus far, 9 for 10, all from the interior. I do not teach at Full Sail. I am a student at Full Sail. Sportscasting major, currently in my junior year. Right now, I am in a class I'm excited to be in. It is a vocal training class. It's required by all sportscasting students, but always looking for opportunities to improve on my craft. If you are enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like. Also, click subscribe to be part of the support of FIBA. Also, click the bell to be notified anytime FIBA goes live with any of its thousands of broadcasts. There was a question in here that was, who was the best player for each team? Well, I don't really have the information on who the best player for every team is, but one thing I do suggest is checking out an article for the top 10 prospects of this FIBA World Cup. Number 1, 2, and 3 are United States players, number 1 being AJ Debansa. Number 2 is Cameron Boozer, and number 3 is Tyron Stokes. Another American player at number 7, Koa Pete. But it's an interesting article to go ahead and take a look at. It's a good read. Go ahead and check it out. U17 World Cup.basketball. Click on more, go to news articles, and you can search, or actually it should be the very first article available to read. What is my reaction to the growing success of women's basketball now? I think that, let me kind of speak on this and women's sports, period, instead of just women's basketball. I think it has been a great opportunity to widen the opportunities for women in sports, as there is plenty of talent whenever you go out and watch these things. You watch WNBA. It is interesting to watch these games play. We're going to have the U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. I'm excited for that. That one's going to be in Mexico. The other thing I'm excited about, it's actually in my time zone. So I'm not having to get up at night at 3 in the morning my time for these games, as they have been plenty early for me. But a 4 a.m. start time for me is actually lunchtime there in Istanbul, so that'll be interesting. But going back to women's sports, another thing is a recent development is here in the United States, softball has become very popular. And me being in Oklahoma, I'm kind of right at the heart of it, because that is where the USA Softball Hall of Fame complex is, which they also host the Women's College World Series. They're going to be the host for the softball Olympics in 2028 whenever they come around to Los Angeles. They're branching out to where these events are being hosted, and Softball is going to be in Oklahoma City, as well as some of the water sports, more specifically like canoeing, kayaking, I think rowing as well. So there, it's really exciting to see that women's sports is seeing a surge, especially in the amount of broadcasting that there is available. One of those things is just seeing more online streaming available for them. (91-29). We got a bit onto a tangent speaking on women's sports. That was my opinion about Ultimate Frisbee. I do not have an opinion to form because I have not seen enough of it. I think that any sport that makes anybody happy is the way to go. But I do not have enough experience with that sport to form an opinion. Do I think Australia can win the World Cup? Well, if we go ahead and take a look at the standings of how they did in Group D, they did well. They played against Canada, Germany, and Egypt. Canada and Germany are two top competitors. And they went 3-0 in their group stage. When we take a look at their ranking, power ranking, which will change tomorrow, Australia is labeled 6th. Canada is 7th. Germany is 9th. But historically, Australia has always had a strong presence in any of the World Cups that they compete in. How different is NBA 2K commentating to FIBA commentating? Well, one thing is some of the rules that are available. There are slight changes in rules. They all stick with basically the same rule concept of basketball. One of the small rule changes is that so NBA 2K does follow the rules of the NBA, and there is the rule of goaltending. There's also the unsportsmanlike foul and other rules like that. So it's just different from American basketball versus international basketball when it comes to the rules. One of the things that is different is making sure and getting these names correct, because you do have the jersey number available to refer to, but with NBA 2K, all these players have their names labeled above them because it's a virtual game. So it's really easy to kind of click and read their name and call it out. The other difference is knowing the mechanics of the game. So you can know the mechanics of basketball in the sense of how things work, but whenever it comes to a video game, that is more available for you to kind of learn those concepts and those tricks, because it allows you to play an elevated way versus how you could play physically. So what one person could do, you can do as well, but it's mastering that craft as well. Tom Jensen, want to welcome to the MVP level of the membership program on YouTube. Did I ever play NBA Live? Yes, I did, and I'm going to be honest, I have not played enough NBA Live to really form a true opinion, but I've always played NBA 2K, and I've preferred it over NBA Live. Not sure why, it just felt more comfortable, I guess, with all the years that I've played NBA 2K. Texas is better than Oklahoma State. You know what? I think Texas has a really good football team this year. And I think it's going to be interesting if they ever do meet up again, especially if it happens this year. But with the separation between those two teams now, between the SEC and Big 12, we'll never know this year. unless it ends up being a championship game between Oklahoma State and Texas. We'll have to see how the season goes. I'm hopeful for Oklahoma State this year. Texas has a strong lineup. Will I buy NBA 2K25? Yes, I will. The United States has slowed down on their scoring thus far. The first quarter, they scored 43 points. Second quarter, they scored 37. Now, they've only scored 16 points, but they could match around that 37 mark in the next 4 minutes. Somebody in the comments, happy birthday, Richter. Well, happy birthday to you. I know I have a birthday upcoming. It's going to be on the 6th. I'm excited about that. That'll be a rest day for these. Actually, is it going to be a rest day? I cannot remember. I know that tomorrow is a rest day. And actually, I will be working on the 6th. So that will not be a rest day for FIBA, but I'm excited to be able to call games that day. One for two at the line for Klutz Amos, 96-30. I'm still hopeful that we will see 50 points from the Philippines team. A quick, easy layup by number 11, Kresinik. A deep three attempted, no good. Rebounded by United States, number 11, Kresinik. Trying to split the defenders, find an opening, pass behind to the corner. Holt for three. Front of the rim, no good. Scenic Jr. puts up another shot. Oh my goodness. Imagine if Holt finished that one. Tied up and waiting to see what exactly the call was. It was either a jump ball or a foul. Am I excited for Bronny? I'm going to be interested to watch and see how that goes. IU, welcome to the rookie level of the FIBA membership on YouTube. Enjoy those benefits, and if you'd like to learn more about that, it's only 99 cents a month to join, and you get access to a members-only Discord, exclusive Q&A with FIBA experts, badges, avatars, wallpapers, all that good stuff. Premium videos, you can get access to those. So sign up. You can click the join button right next to the subscribe button. Corner three. Drops it in. It's good. That's Holt for three. 11 points for Caleb Holt. Top performers of this game so far. Taking a look at the box score. Cameron Boozer, 20 points, 10 for 11 from the field, 4 rebounds. Koa Pete with 16 points, 8 for 9 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Drive, layup, and it's too strong. Quickly almost stolen by Edgar Morales. Somebody asked Caster, English or Spanish? Well, I speak English, but you know what? I'm currently doing Duolingo, learning Spanish. I am not fluent by any means, but I am on a 94-day streak. And once I do my Spanish for today, it'll be a 95-day streak. Somebody mentioned time for a comeback. Would be very interested to see Philippines score over 72 points in 11 minutes and 43 seconds. Do I think basketball is more popular than cricket worldwide? That's an interesting question. I think that both sports are international, but it just depends on the region. So I feel like cricket really has a very wide following across the world. Big finish on the inside, number 11, Chris Scenic. One thing that I did find interesting was cricket is not that popular here in the United States. And as some of you may know, there was the recent story, United States versus Pakistan, playing cricket. But I recently was out and about one day recently and went over to a friend's house. Down the street, there were these children, and they were playing in the street here in Oklahoma in the United States, and they were enjoying the game of cricket. I've never seen cricket just played in the street before, and it was just an interesting sight just to realize that it does have its reach here in the United States as well. And it doesn't surprise me that there's also interest in basketball all across the world, because we do have this World Cup. But it also doesn't surprise me that there's interest in cricket in the United States, just because there is a United States cricket team, and they did well against Team Pakistan. Scenic goes 1 for 2 at the line. If y'all have any other questions, no matter what it's about, I'll read the comments. I'll answer any questions you guys have as this game does continue. 35-106. Big slam by Tyron Stokes. That's his 10th point of the game. And that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. (106-35), 71-point lead for the United States. Stick around, we'll have more basketball upcoming. Go ahead and post your question in the chat, and we'll see what we can get to.
Another skill. Rosie E. Fournier with the jab. Long range shot. Good off the blast.
And the layup is good. Great pass, great play. Green left, goes right, hit the three, block! Belgium has it!
Brandon at the lock, comes in Indiana with a three. And it's good!
Yeah, that's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Delgado!
Exactly what you need. Oh, incredible.
Oh, finally. And now Jay Illy. goes up and scores behind the back to Rojas. Lucas, long way out, go! Can you believe it?
For the spotlight.
Yeah, that's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Are you kidding me? Chasing him down and he blocks him. Oh, crushes
When you can fly, just fly.
We got back into a dunk by the United States. Answering a couple questions from the chat. One of them was, does NCAA follow FIBA rules? They have the rules of basketball, but they are slightly different. One of the biggest differences in NCAA basketball is the rule of 2 halves instead of 4 quarters. So instead of 4 quarters, which here at FIBA they play 10-minute quarters, NCAA will play 20-minute halves. So it's 20 minutes, 1 half, second half, and that's it. Now, women's basketball in the NCAA will follow the 4-quarter rule, but they follow similar rules to the NBA. Reaction to about Caitlin Clark and the way she put more eyeballs in women's sports. I think it's just the same as anybody else who competes in women's sports, putting more eyes on it. She does a great job of being a good spokesperson for women's sports, especially basketball. The same could be said at the time when Brittany Griner was playing for Baylor. She was just a very impressive player. All eyes were on her. And then she went on to the WNBA and played well. And there are certain peaks in women's sports. Recently, University of Oklahoma a couple years ago had a player named Jocelyn Allo, and that had an effect, a surge in women's softball, fast pitch, just because she was labeled as the home run queen, just putting up impressive numbers. So Caitlin Clark, yeah, she's doing everything right, it seems. She's competing well. She just got named to the All-Star team. And so the All-Star team will be playing against the United States team. And that will be an interesting moment whenever they have that game play. Is Clay going to get into the ring with the Mavs or no? It's going to be interesting. Klay Thompson, he's not the same player as he used to be, but he's still a great player. He's a great spot-up shooter. He can splash shots. He was a splash brother, but now he's just going to be with the Mavs instead. We'll have to see how that career goes for him. Philippines have 40 points, 108-40. Pass to the inside, Debansa. Up top, Stokes. Pete goes up, lays it off the glass, and good. Now, another question that I saw earlier that I'd like to refer back to was, in the Olympics, will anybody beat USA? This includes Canada or France. It's going to be interesting. It depends on what the whole lineup is. I haven't had a chance to look at all the lineups for the different teams, but if we refer back to the 2023 FIBA World Cup, the United States had a different lineup at the time. They do not have all the big all-stars that they have for this Olympic Games. But United States got 4th place. They were defeated by Canada in the 3rd Cup game. Germany and Serbia were competing for the finals. Germany did get gold in that FIBA World Cup. So we'll just have to see. France, I remember they really underperformed, it seemed like, especially with all the talented players they had on their roster. But things can turn around. France definitely has a talented team. We'll just have to see where they go in the Olympics. will say I do not know what I said earlier, but if I did not say Serbia, that's what I meant to say. Because I saw somebody pointing it out to me in the chat. We'll be right back with more FIBA basketball.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Here he goes. Look out. And he pounds it home. And the handoff to big JB. Beautiful. And Nicola Mele is taking off. Can you believe it? Oh, baby. He's hot as a firecracker. And an Italian one is that.
Spotlight.
Yeah, that's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Pushing it quickly and now they're able to good slam.
Oh my word! Pirouette into the paint, putting the defense in the spin cycle.
For the spotlight.
(112-40). Driving down the middle, blocked by Stokes. .9 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking for an opening. Got to get up a quick shot. Corner three. Just short. Rebounded by Holt. Drive. Slammed away. Byron Stokes. Will Boston go to the finals again? I think they've got a good chance. They have a really strong team. I cannot remember which player just recently left Boston this offseason, but they're not having much of a change to their roster, so I expect them to come back strong. Jab step, working the ball around back and forth, and a wing three by Brandon McCoy. That'll be 9 points for him. 4 players from the United States in double digits in scoring. Three from the corner, off the backboard, no good. Stokes. Bit of a give and go. Mandaquit will diagonal pass into the paint. Jalen Harrelson will be fouled. Is Cooper too old for U17 World Cup? Are you talking about Cooper Flagg? Because he was on the U19 team last year. And that's trying to think back if that was last year, but yeah, he is too old for the U17 team. Nelson's free throw is good. He went 2 for 2 during that visit to the line. Cross, drive, goes for the layup, high off the glass, almost made that one. Touchdown pass. to McCoy, and now on the inside, 2 points for McCoy. Everybody's asking who's the top scorer for the United States, and right now it is Cameron Boozer. He is on the bench with 20 points. Actually, now a second glance looking up, Koa Pete was second in scoring. Now he's number 1 with 22 points. 11 for 13 from the field, 7 rebounds. Lost the ball a little bit, but able to get it back. Harrelson, man to quit. Over to Holt, 3 from the corner. And Harrelson will go up for 2. Gets blocked by number 5, Paul Yao. Currently the stat line for the United States team, 124 points, 18 offensive rebounds, 35 defensive rebounds. That's a total of 53 rebounds with 43 assists and 13 steals, 8 blocks. Corner 3, nope, pump fake, will step back. Holt will pass it around, makes his way around the world for 3. Harrelson. Ball's going to go out of bounds. United States will have possession. Do I have social media? Yes, you can check me out at Coach J2K. That is Coach J2K. You can check me out on X, formerly known as Twitter. I don't have Instagram or anything really like that. I do have TikTok, but I do not remember what that handle is going to be. So I mainly operate on Twitter. You can find out more about me there. Again, these are just answering questions from the chat. I know we've talked about a wide variety of things: women's sports, cricket, softball, NBA players, NCAA, how NBA 2K esports compares. Still, keep asking those questions. I'll answer them as best as I can. We'll be right back.
Another skill. Kobe Fournier with the jab. Long range shot. Good. Off the glass.
And the layup is good. Great pass. Great play. Green left, goes right, shoot the 3, block! Belgium has it!
Finding it out the lock, something in the piano for the 3. And good!
$127-40 United States over Philippines right now. Winner of this game, which will be the United States, will play the winner of Canada versus Argentina. My initial prediction would be a victory for Canada, but we'll have to see how that game turns out. Senek Jr. with the rebound. Drive to the middle, floats one, and 2 points for Caden Boozer. And that puts him at double digits in scoring. He has 7 assists on the game. Rebound by Daha. Give and go, move the ball around. Morales hesitates, looking for an opening. And that was actually Amos with the ball. Mid-range 2, no good for Daha. And under the basket, up for 2, Chris Sinek will go to line for an and one opportunity. Free throw is good. 3-point play there for Chris Sinek. 13 points for him. One thing that I do see people keep saying over and over again, good learning experience. That's the whole point of the U17 World Cup. It's a great showcase for talent, but selecting these top prospects so they can play the best players in the world at their level. It's a great development opportunity. Even for the United States, they are dominating this World Cup thus far. But like I said, great learning experience for them to be able to travel and learn about other styles of play possibly. Get some more experience working with other players that are similar in talent to them. Are there coaches' challenges in this tournament? There are not. Pass to the corner to the inside. Harrelson over to Toombs. Up to the top. Boozer for 3, no good. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 3 attempt, no good. Diao's shot was off the mark, and a dunk for Caden Boozer. Timeout. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the spotlight.
Delgado!
Exactly what you need. Oh, incredible.
Oh, finally. And now Shea Illy goes up and scores behind the back to Rojas. Lucas, long way out. Go! Can you believe it?
For the spotlight. Yeah.
That's me in the spotlight. My team in the
Are you
spotlight.
kidding me? Chasing him down and he blocks him. Oh, crushes
When
him.
you can fly, just fly.
Wow, how about that shot?
Ramos, he makes this big shot. Oh, baby! Oh, my goodness gracious.
For the spotlight.
Returning to play, 1:48 remaining. Philippines with the ball. Pass to the corner, sets up, 3, no good. Rebounded by Toombs. Boozer. Fennick back to Smith back to Boozer, over to the corner, no good. Rebound by Elijah Williams. Goes up for two, and one opportunity here for Harrelson. Harrelson setting up for his free throw shots. And for the second time, the United States has beat the previous point total from the past. The current record for points in a U17 game is 146 now, after the recent game that the United States had in the group stages. Pass behind. What a flashy pass that was to Smith Jr. 139 to 45. Poll has been completed, and most of you are right. USA winning this game. Off balance shot, gets his own rebound, trying to get the steal. Pass to the corner. Williams will be stepping out of bounds, and it'll be United States ball. 6-second difference between game and shot clock. With your help, we can try to get 200 more thumbs up before this broadcast ends. We're at 2.3. Would like to see 2.5. Offensive rebound, slams it away on the putback. Number 11, Chris Sinek. Three attempt, off the mark, rebounded, and that's going to do it for this matchup. 141 to 45, a large 96-point win for the United States. Top performers from this game: number 4, Koa Pete with 22.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Number 12, Cameron Boozer, 20 points, 10 for 11 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. Jalen Harrelson with 16 points, 5 for 10 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Chris Sinek, 14 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 8 rebounds. Tylen Stokes has a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds, also 5 assists, a steal, and a block. On the other side, top performers for Philippines: number 1, Joaquin Ludovice with 15 points, 3 for 7 from the field, 7 for 8 from the charity stripe, had 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Kletz Amos with 10 points, had 1 rebound, 1 assist. And that's going to do it for this matchup. We thank you for joining us. And as I mentioned before, Argentina, Canada, the winner of that game, will face United States in the quarterfinals. Stick around. There's more FIBA action coming up. Make sure to